All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's Monday morning. A disclaimer here: trading stocks is risky. Um, and yeah, let's get into today's recap. Uh, Pretty slow day for the market, only sitting up $200 on the day. At one point we almost hit max loss. We were $20 away from max loss, and we slowly climbed back out of the hole. If I go to the journal view, you'll see in the P&L chart, I started the day up around like 50, 80 dollars, and then caught a big loss. And from there, caught another smaller loss, putting me down 200 on the day, 220 actually, and then from there, slowly making my way back up, taking only high quality setups to get back to green, and then um, pushing it as it gets back to green to get a $300, $400 day, and then gave back half at the end. Um, I think on this move up from minus 200 to plus 300, um, I think I could have made more money on that if I wasn't red near max loss. So because I was near max loss, I had to be a little bit more conservative on that good push on that stock. So I mean, I'm not upset about that. It's just like today could have been better if I didn't get that big loss at the beginning. So let's get into today's archive. Um, let's see here. TMBR was gapping pre-market. I was watching this one for it to break over 310. SXTX was also one that was gapping pre-market. I was watching this one to get back over 32. Um, let's see, took an initial loss on SXTX, 1 cent loss. TMBR, let's go back. I think I took a nice trade there. So TMBR is about to squeeze over 310. I'm watching it. Watching it here as that 10 breaks, getting it at 8, smaller size for now. And then adding as we get that break at 10. Oh, no, I didn't add, I just took it off at 17. Got a good fill there, actually. So it was a 10-cent gain on 500 shares. So no add, just a 10-cent gain. Nice. I believe we get back in for the break of 20. Watching. Okay, it pulls back a little bit more than expected. I believe I hop in somewhere around here. Don't remember where exactly. Actually, no, I don't. Never mind. Um, Moving forward a little bit. I'm gonna try and keep this recap a little bit shorter, since I'm coming down with something. I don't know. I have a sore throat. So keep it a little bit shorter today. We didn't take it was a very nothing really happened today, so nothing really you're missing. Um, let's go on. Let's go over the part where I went red. It was gonna be at, let's see, SSKN. It had low volume going into this halt up, and it was showing a 105 resumption. It resumes there. Um, and I love the stocks that are just breaking over $1. So I was looking at this for a possible halt up at 120. So I was looking to get in. We're up 100 on the day at this point. See that big buyer at 101, I punch it for a buy. And at 105, watching 108 there. There's this big seller at 108, so I get out, pretty much break even. Getting back in. Let's see. Why did I get back in there? So getting out. Reason I got back in was because it was 105 on the ask, and then it flashed 106, 107, and so I thought it was gonna get that break of 108. So I get in. I got filled at 104, which isn't bad, and then it flushes down to past $1, getting out at 101. So it took a 3-cent loss there. And it's holding $1, watching VWAP's right there at $1. So I'm watching this for a bounce off 1. I'd get in at 101. And then I think as it breaks 98, I think I get out. Oh, actually, no. I doubled down at 99 and take it off as it goes down to 95. So from up 100 to down 100 on the day. Taking a dip trade here at 93, I expected it to get some sort of bounce because we did just flush 12 cents on a $1 stock. It's 12%. It ends up going a little bit lower, so I had to take this one off for a loss as well. Halt down's at 88, so I'm watching that bid more than the ask right now. I'm making sure I'm not getting into that halt down. So watching the bid's coming down, so I'm getting out here at 90, I think. Let's see. Yeah, getting out at 89. So down 160 on the day now, and then that's it for this one. I don't trade that one anymore. And then SXTC squeezes up. We were able to catch some of it. And then we get caught in a flush, I believe. Let's see, right here we're getting in at 32.50, adding at 33, watching for the break of 33 in 10,000 shares. I believe it flushes down to 32 here. So I'm letting this candle work a little bit because it hasn't really retested VWAP yet. But I am in a little bit too much size to be letting this come all the way back down to VWAP. So that's the dilemma I'm facing here, and because I don't want to hit max loss, I end up cutting the trade, I believe, at 32. Buyer there at 32.17, watching 33. So here I should have sized down a little bit to 30. I should have taken off half at 32.80, 32.70 for break even. So yeah, next time I'll take off. If I'm near max loss, I'll take off half risk. If I'm in a trade that's not really exactly working but hasn't really broken yet. So yeah, out there at 32 as it comes down. And if I held it any longer, I would have been past max loss. So glad I got out where I did. Lets me continue trading on the day. Max loss is at 250 right now, so 230 down on the day. Took a couple small trades on. Oh yeah, SXTC. We actually end up getting into a groove on it once it hovers around VWAP. So skipping forward a little bit. Actually, no. Next trade's right here. Getting in as I get that big buyer at 31. Watching. And here I'm taking 5,000 shares because it's pretty light. It's pretty low priced. And I'm trying to kind of get myself away from that 250 level. So if I can take a couple small trades to get me to like down 200, down 180, then I can get back to being aggressive. So watching here, I see him up 20 or 2/10 of a penny, and up a full penny on the ask. So waiting for that bid to come up a little bit, and then I'll take it off. So watching, taking it off there at 31.60 for 6/10 of a penny. So now we're only down 200. Now watching the next trade, which is in a minute. So as it comes back up to 32 and retests, I'm going to be trying to take a buy here at 31.50, micro pullback for 32, and at 32 I believe we add. But instead of adding up to 10,000, I'm adding up to 7,500. So watching, so adding there, and taking it off at 32.70 and 32.60. And there's 33, taking some more off at 33.20. Now we're only down 120 on the day, getting back in there. That's a little bit of a high entry. So a bit of a high entry at 33. I probably shouldn't have taken that trade because we just hit high a day on the market time, or for the high a day of the stock being open. It's not high pre-market, but high of day during market hours. And it rejected 33, so I probably shouldn't have gotten in there. I believe I take this off for a small loss, small gain. Ends up coming back up to 33, and I take it off as soon as it breaks. Then we're only down 100. And let's see. So yeah, I use SXTC to get back to green on the day. Drew a couple more trades on high day breaks. And from there, so I'm up like 300 on the stock, and then I end up giving half of it back. Yeah, down to only 168. So back to flat on the day. Then I switch focus to TUP as it starts popping at highs. And then let's see here, TUP, nothing really notable on TUP. I'm pretty much break even on it. And then oh yeah, I wanted to go over BGLC 1020. So let's fast forward a little bit. I trade a SXTC a little bit more, get up to back up to almost 300 on it, and then I switch focus to BGLC, which was very low volume at the time that I saw it. Very low volume, but it had just broken over 1. So I was looking at this for a slow play to 110, 115 area. Taking a small size at the beginning, just feeling it out, seeing if it has a spread. And at 106, and then looking at 108, 110. And then for this one, I was using limit orders to get out on the ask, since the volume was very light, and I was trying to make sure, because if I threw out market orders, I would be guaranteed filled at the bid. There just wasn't enough volume for me to get filled at the ask on a market order. So that's why I was also using pretty small size for this one. Like for a $1 stock, usually I'm using like 5,000. I was only using 1,000. So watching again, 106. The market fills though were pretty good on the market orders going in. I was getting filled at like 106 when the price was at like 107. So watching and adding for the break of 110, watching 11, throwing out some limit orders to get out at 11, getting filled a little bit, but not really fast enough. So I cancel it, and I think I mark it out another. Actually, no, I got filled the rest at 11. Okay, never mind. Taking off some more at 11, and getting out the rest here as it comes back down through 10. Nice trade to put us up 250 on the day. And then, let's see here. couple more trades as it dips down. And then on the retest of highs, watching 110. Yeah. So watching 10 break here and 2500. And looking for the break of high day. So watching 12, 13 here. Previous high day was 11. Okay, it's not really going through 12, so I took it off at 1150. It ends up breaking 12, so I get back in. Watching for 14. And taking it off for a small loss. But yeah, this one, it started getting some volume here, so I took another entry at highs for 14, 15. Still small size because it is low volume. I can't really afford to use larger size because I won't be able to get my orders out when I try and sell on the ask. So watching 14 for break of 15. And we see that sea of red, so I get out at 12. And that was pretty much high a day, I believe, of my P&L, like around 300. Yeah, I get one more decent trade on BGLC, I believe. Was it here? No, it was later. No, here was high day on the P&L. Okay. Last couple trades here. Watching BGLC, dip trade there, in at 107. And it's already at 12. Looking to add because I have that low cost basis. And highs are 14, so watching this through 12, so watching 12. 12 breaks, 13 breaks. Watching 14 for high day break. Still only 2,500 shares because I mean, it's very wicky and it's not really having that much volume. So I couldn't really size as much as I wanted to. Taking a quarter off at 14, watching the break of 15. There's 15, 16, 17, taking it off at 17, 15. Actually got out at 15, not at 17. Never mind. And then as that seller at 15 shows, I get out at 14 to take the profit. I believe there was, let's see. Yeah. So this was the high day mark, 376. And SPGC, I believe this one, yeah, this one had a big spread, which is the problem. I had 2 green trades on it, and then 4 red trades. Because look at the spread, it's like always like 5 to 6 cents on a $3 stock. Trying to get in there as it's breaking highs. Only 500 shares because of the spread. Watching, and I believe I took this one off for break even. Yeah. And then, let's see, what was the time? 47. Okay, yeah. So this one I'm in at 21. It's down at 15. I'm watching to see if 15 holds because it was still showing 20 on the ask, but 15 ends up breaking. I get it flushed down to 8. So from 15 to 8 and 6. I have to take this off for a 15-cent loss, I think. Actually, no, I end up holding this one. Yeah, so this was a mistake. I should have gotten out at 305, 306. So I end up holding it. And here I'm saying, okay, well, I was trying to justify why I was in the trade still. And I was saying, well, We have 301 there as the 9 EMA, and it's got a bottoming tail, so I was like, maybe I can add down here, bring my average down just a little bit and try and get out for break even. So I add a little bit at 309 as it breaks, and then brings my average to 17, and I'm trying to get out here at 15 to take a 2-cent loss here. But at this point, I should just be taking, I should have been trying to get out at, let's see, 12. I think 12 was the bid. Yeah, I should have gotten out at 12. Yeah, right there, 12, 10. Taking the 7-cent loss, and then just calling it. Instead, I was trying to be stubborn for that 15 level to get a 2-cent loss. And it ends up coming back down on me. Down to 305, 302 area. I take it off at 302. And I take one last trade here, 52. Yeah, in here. This one I was trying to catch up, bounce back over 3 as it held VWAP in 1,000 shares. And I take a 4 or 5 cent loss in at 302. And as it comes back down, so there was 309 for a second there, but it didn't show on the ask. And then, so it popped up from 3 to 309, and then came right back down to 3, and then that's 295 by 3. So I'm now underwater, and as 3 doesn't break, I cut it at 97 for a loss. Yeah. And that's where I sit on the day 216. So, very underwhelming day. If I hadn't gone red so early, I probably could have sized up more on this push on SXTC from 29 to 37, 38. Could have been a nice move. But yeah, so I was in recovery mode today when I was red, and then when I got back to green, the moves was pretty much over. So basically just calling it with a small green day, which is great. I mean, good discipline today. Just making sure that I follow that max loss rule and being more consistent with just having more green days in a row. Right? So take care, guys. I'll be back tomorrow.